I want to hone in on international students because they're actually our $48 billion annual export. And, figures show that international students only make up 4% of the rental market. Do you think the worry is that they're driving up, tightness in the rental market are overblown?
Look, I think that migration is a factor towards driving up costs of living, driving up shortages of housing demands. International students, have provided an income to our economy. I think it's the second or third largest, as you mentioned, export, to the world. So I think it plays a very important role for universities. Universities have become very reliant on international students. So I think we shouldn't be pointing a finger and blaming any one sector of our economy. There's a whole broad range of issues that are driving cost of living, driving increased electricity prices, driving shortages of housing. But migration plays quite an important factor. So international students, we have to also, like any migration, have to manage and plan well, because we need to ensure that they come here to get the best education. That's what they come here for, and that they can actually either contribute to our economy, or they can go back and become that building relationship between us and where they come from. So they play other critical roles as well. But I think we need to look at how this impact the cost of living for our local communities and families and Australians here in Australia are currently feeling the pressure of the cost of living. So therefore, I think we need to look at what it is that we can do as a government to actually ease that cost of living pressures for them.
Dai, our previous guest was just talking about the political controversy around ICC warrants out for the arrest of Hamas and Israeli leaders. And in Australia, we do have very divisive views on the Palestinian conflict and now the ICC warrants. Your thoughts on balancing the need for to strive for peace versus international justice?
Can I say that I believe the ICC was set up in 1998. I think maybe perhaps look at the ICC role in 2024 and whether or not it's fit for purpose. Maybe there should be a review first of all. And it's my understanding there is discussion.
You think it's outdated?
Well, I think any institutions that's long needs to be reviewed and need to assess how it's operating. If any organization, as you know, I think after 10 years, you need to look at are we operating the way that we should be operating? What can we improve? How we can improve a system? So it's not just ICC. Any institutions need to really look at and assess how we're operating every decade, I reckon.
Thanks so much, Dai. I'm afraid that's all we have time for, but great chatting to you as always.